Hello engineers, how are you all? I hope everyone is doing great. Welcome to the Mechanical Training World YouTube channel. So, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon. You will get notified if I upload any new videos. And if you like my content, please share to your friends also, so they will also get benefited. So let's start this session, guys. So today we will discuss UG22 loadings. This is the 11th lecture of ASME BPVC Section-VIII Division-1 code training, guys. According to ASME BPVC Section-VIII Division-1, formulas are based on the pressure, pressure loading only. So except pressure, there are some other loadings also we generally face, that is vessel weight, so other external loads like wind loads, seismic loads. So due to these loads also we will get some stresses, right? To calculate the stress by considering combination of these loads, and we will check with our allowable stress values whether it is less or not. So as per ASME BPVC, what are the loads given in the UG22? Let's see, guys. So first one is internal and external design pressure. I think in second lecture or third lecture I already mentioned that the code based mainly on the internal and external design pressure only. The code given formulas based on this internal and external design pressure only. And next one is weight of the vessel and attachment required. So generally, self weight also creates some stress. And what are the equipments we attach to the um, pressure vessel, like legs, supports, nozzles. So they will also create individual stresses. So we need to consider that equipment loads also, that part loads also, and pipings also. So pipings also will create some loads, right? They will they will also create stresses. So we generally what type of stress created in our pressure vessel, guys? So if you take this is the vertical vessel, the load acts at the origin point. This is our origin point, right? So this is our base point. So what are the loads act on above this line will create stress, means compressive stress generally. That's right. So all the loads acting on this lower head, so they will create some compressive stresses. Our main agenda is to calculate compressive stress in the pressure vessel, guys. Okay, by using UG27, UG28 formulas. So we will create stresses. You need to remember this point. So what type of stress? Compressed stress is the main region. You need to consider. There is also other type of stresses like shear and tensile, but there is not that much impact on our static equipment designing. Okay, and next one is cyclic and dynamic reactions. Why cyclic and dynamic reactions come into picture means if we attach any like motor or stirrer to our vessel, so that will create some dynamic reactions. Correct, right? That will create some dynamic reactions. Here you see stirrer is used for mixing the fluid, right? So and the stirrer is working on based on the motor only. So the motor will create dynamic reactions and mechanical reactions, guys. So it will create some stresses. So we need to consider these reactions are these stresses also. Okay. And next one is wind, snow, seismic loads. In our India, these stresses are low, these loads are low. But if you see in America, Canada, Japan, in these areas, the wind, snow, seismic means earthquake loads, guys. These are frequently happen. So we need to consider that loads also. We need to take the last for 10 to 15 years data, and we need to consider what is the speed of the wind, and what is the snow percentage, and what is the intensity of earthquake load. Okay, we need to consider all these loadings. So based upon that area. And next one is impact due to fluid shocks. So anyway, we are using pipes, right? So the fluid flows from nozzle to this pipe. So due to sudden change in area, the fluid directly hit this pipe. So it will create some shock loads. That is nothing but fluid shock loads. So we need to consider this impact due to fluid shock loads also. So all these we need to consider. And the next one is abnormal pressure and static head. So I already so many times I told you uh, it is impossible to run a pressure vessel with the same pressure. For example, 100 psi pressure. So it is impossible to run 100 psi pressure only. So it will fluctuate in practical situations. It will fluctuate, right? So we need to consider the highest fluctuation point and lowest fluctuation point taken into consideration. So we need to calculate the stress according to the fluctuations of the pressure also. And also due to the liquid in the pressure vessel, there is some static head, there is some static pressure acting on the pressure vessel. So we need to consider that static head also. These are the loads mentioned in the UG22 ASME BPVC Section-VIII Division-1 code, guys. I hope you understand this section. Please, if you like my video, if you like my content, please share to your friends also. And if you do not understand anything, please comment in the comment section. I will clear all your doubts. So thank you, guys.